Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
To the air on first down. He's going to take off, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Running the red zone, it's Jones. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Gets it out fast. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the move, he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Badgers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
And wings it incomplete.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding.
Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, the ball's out. Looking for more room. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Back to pass. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll set up to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. And off to Jones. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Just a short pass to the tight end. What a cut, now he's loose. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and lining up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him.
And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
To the air, it's Simpson. Dances away. Sweet grab in the end zone for the two. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Nice move there. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's O'Neal. Still looking on the move. Bought a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And off to Jones. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Using his feet to buy time. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. They got it. It's blocked. That's a live ball and the defense has it. The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Simpson. On the run, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see the ghost. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Miller with the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He might want another play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To throw, it's O'Neal. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Settle for a field goal. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Noise. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Running to Green. It's a seam wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Now adjusting. Makes the grab. Touchdown! And the final moments, they've taken the lead.
It's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
This crowd is rising up, trying to help its defense make a stand on the 2-point try. Throws to the wideout. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And with that stop, the defense has a glimmer of hope. Listen, clock running down, I'm going to need a miracle, but the offense still, they can put a drive together, make something happen to try to win this football game.
This looks like the regular kickoff unit coming onto the field, and I would think with just a timeout left at this juncture, you got to send the hands guys out and try to get an onside kick. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Ncaa State Owls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Ncaa State ready to kick it off and get this game going. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. Stop him at the 16. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Quarterback now breaking the field. Loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Creates a little space. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Badgers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to see this Ncaa State offense go back to work. Dropping back, it's Odom. Quickly complete.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got his man to the left. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Ncaa State right back to work. To the air on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Buys a little time with his feet. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Jones. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the stats.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Odom. It's complete on the right side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Ncaa State right back to work.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, in one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Ncaa State offense is on the move. Looking downfield on first down. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to keep it in the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Look at the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Back to throw, it's Odom. Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They're going to run it. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Ncaa State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff to the single running back. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Touchdown, Badger! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Odom. Here's the pressure. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Dropping back, it's Odom. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got out of trouble and throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Ncaa State offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Ncaa State right back to work. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking for his man. Finds his man open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
To the air. It's Odom. Fires to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Tempo and overdrive. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They just keep firing. Skips away from pressure. With the catch, it's Moss. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Ncaa State coming out with another first down. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Odom. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He caught it into the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Ncaa State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
From the gun. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
We're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll run the toss. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Here we go, set. The give to the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. They'll run play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Odom. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
To pass on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Off play action. Buys a little time. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the 1st down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll run the option. The pitch. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Odom. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. With the catch, it's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He throws one to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. He was trying to keep that play alive, getting out and escaping to the left, just hoping something good would happen.
And just buying time, right? Trying to give your receiver time to get open. He couldn't get open. He couldn't find an avenue to get him the football, but at least he bought some time and gave himself a chance, just couldn't capitalize on it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
And the Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for space. It's Simmons. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Finds a little space. He's loose. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. Rides to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got it in the middle. It's Overton. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Well, jet sweep pass. Got room to work. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse. Turning it on! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David. Breaks into the open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He'll run it again. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Badgers.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Wisconsin 14, Georgia State 7.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for a deep man. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's a fake. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. Will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Overton. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Unloads to the wideout. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Now improvising. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man. But a good job there by the defense.
Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. That's caught. It's Jones. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Really good job on the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll run it to the right. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. we open the final period with a third down play. The give on the option. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down.
Coming up, fourth down.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Under fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going over the top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was thinking big return, didn't he? Vanderbilt, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Sherrill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Pavia. Here's a heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sherrill. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got a man. It's Richardson. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Commodores come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Slings it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrill. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, baby! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And the extra point splits the uprights. To kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Morgan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On fourth down, going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Flushed out of the pocket. The short hands. It's Marsh. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Pavia. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Commodores have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's going to run it. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Back to throw, it's Pavia. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alexander. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Marsh. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Second down going up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Back to throw, it's Pavia. Here's the pressure. Got a man, it's Richardson. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Richardson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Floating away. He's going to fire to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
Yeah, and it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. He's looking downfield to throw. The short hands, it's Alexander. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Finds his tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The throw, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle. It's Alexander. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Commodores want to move quickly. Just keep slinging it. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the... And he will score! Touchdown, Commodores! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball...
Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pick up there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Pavia. Snagged in the middle, it's Richardson. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. He's looking to pass. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a hit. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Using his legs to buy some time. Now he's looking into the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Going for it all. It's caught. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.